Now, the Nio stock today, ladies and gents, is trading down 2%, which is resulting in the shares of Nio to be trading around $5.29 as I'm doing this video today. Now, this is something that was, of course, that is unexpected, especially after Nio reported record-breaking deliveries on Saturday, and that is the deliveries of around 20,544 deliveries for the month of May. So many people expected, including myself, the stock to, of course, trade or be on the green at least today, but the market somehow is not rewarding today those deliveries that we saw on Saturday. I don't know, is it because of the article we received from Bank of America, who of course reduced their price target or their HK price target or Hong Kong price target from 50 to 46, or is it because of the upcoming earnings? I don't know, but obviously Nio is doing well. It is doing quite well. There's no doubt about that. I mean, we saw, of course, the record on Saturday. And I mean, this is something that the Nio CEO told us that it would happen, or what we saw on Saturday. It's exactly what the Nio CEO told us that it would happen a couple of weeks ago, when he said that, of course, Nio will go back to delivering over 20,000 deliveries on a month-to-month, which so many people, including myself, never expected it to happen way sooner than it did. I mean, when he spoke, I think it was around March, I swear, he said that they believe, or he believes that they will be heading towards 20,000, or they will go again and deliver 20,000 monthly deliveries, which is something that is pretty exciting. Personally, I still believe that we are going to see this over 20,000, as I've been saying, because, ladies and gents, the kind of catalyst that fueled Nio to have, of course, the over 20,000 in April, they are still here even now in June to fuel, or I believe they will fuel also Nio to deliver some good deliveries, which is something that is pretty exciting. Though the share price is not responding as per what we expected, but I believe that, ladies and gents, Nio is doing pretty good. I know that the most important remaining question right now, especially now in Q2, is the kind of gross margins that Nio will produce. We already know that the revenue will be very high. The most important things are the earnings per share and the gross margin. We want to see how, of course, they are doing with delivering these kind of vehicles, especially that they are offering some discounts. Yes, I know that it's not much. The kind of discounts that they're offering are not that much, but obviously they do have an impact into the gross margins, which is why it will be important to see the kind of gross margins Nio produce for Q2. I mean, tomorrow we'll be getting to see the NAV insurance registrations from Nio, which, ladies and gents, are going to be pretty good, pretty solid, especially to when we already know that on Saturday Nio reported the record-breaking deliveries, which, of course, from the NAV insurance registration, we know we are to expect over 5,000 or around 5,000 insurance registrations tomorrow, which, ladies and gents, I cannot wait to see that figure, which I'll give you to that once we received confirmation from other CNF posts or other sources that we usually get those numbers or confirmation of those numbers from. But I think it will be over 5,000, which, of course, it will be pretty good. One of the things that we saw mostly for the month of May, ladies and gents, is that NAV insurance registration, except for the first week of May, ladies and gents, they were all over 4,000, except for the first week. The second week, going to the last week of May, or going to the last few days of May, Nio on a weekly basis was seeing, ladies and gents, at least 4,400 NAV insurance registrations weekly, which is something that is quite decent, pretty good, and interesting. Second last week, we saw 5,400, which is, of course, or which put Nio that time, excluding the last 5 days of last week, to 15,400 NAV insurance registration. And looking at Nio delivered 20,544, it therefore means that chances are very high that the NAV insurance registrations last week were around 5,000 or over 5,000, which is something that, of course, it is pretty solid. This month, I expect things to continue, or the momentum for the insurance registrations to continue being the same, because, like I said, the catalyst, which is the subsidies, incentives that Nio is offering, it's also carrying them forward to the month of June, which therefore will boost their deliveries, which will make Nio to deliver some good deliveries, better than what Bank of America projected, and that is the deliveries of around 14,000. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update, especially with the share price, to say that I don't think it's a train smash. There's nothing wrong that Nio did. Nio produced record-breaking deliveries, and probably was, like I said, was making the Nio stock to be like this. I don't know. Is the article by Bank of America, who of course lowers their price target, looking or saying that they see Nio probably losses increasing from now until 2026, which is something that I think is not a train smash, because the very same, of course, analysts, or the very same, ladies and gents, institutions are the very ones that sometimes they are bearish, bullish. After 2 months they are bearish, in the next 2 months they are bullish, which, as long as you are in this stock for the long term, I think we shall be rewarded. The day-to-day movements don't really matter that much, but what matters is if whether Nio is growing in terms of sales, its fundamentals, are they growing, which that, ladies and gents, as it stands, so far so good. Nio is doing pretty good. If whether Nio can maintain the 20,000 probably for the next 2 to 3 months, I don't know, but I hope it does. I'm not sure if they can maintain the over 20,000 deliveries, but if they do, it will be very good news to the stock, and especially if the margins are also not being compromised that much. Otherwise, that's all from me. Do your own due diligence before you buy or increase your holdings onto the stock, so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing into the stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.